Hey there, let me spill the beans on how you can supercharge your Outlook calendar and unlock its hidden potential. So, in this video, I'm going to spill all the juicy secrets, my personal favorite tips that have saved me tons of time. You won't want to miss it. If you're all about maximizing productivity and getting the most out of your calendar, then this video is a must-watch. Use natural language in Outlook. I've got a cool trick to share with you about using natural language in Outlook to set meeting start times. Let's say you need to schedule a meeting with a colleague in, let's say, 5 weeks. Normally, you'd have to count the weeks and dates manually, but with Outlook, it's much easier. Just highlight the date, type in 5 weeks, and hit enter. Outlook will automatically determine the correct date for you, but that's not all. You can also use natural language to set specific dates, like the second Friday in August. Simply type it in, hit enter, and Outlook will recognize the date for you. It's super convenient. You can even set holidays easily. Let's say you want to schedule a meeting on New Year's Day. Just type in New Year's Day, hit enter, and Outlook will figure out the correct date, which in this case is January 1st. Now, here's the thing. Outlook is pretty smart, but it's not perfect. For example, if you type in Thanksgiving and hit enter, you might get an error message. That's because Thanksgiving falls on different dates each year. But don't worry, you can still set it correctly. Just type in 4th Thursday in November, hit enter, and Outlook will show you the correct date, like November 23rd, 2023. So as you can see, Outlook's natural language feature can save you a lot of time and effort when scheduling meetings. Give it a try and see how it simplifies your calendar management. Working with Date Navigator. In this tip, I'm talking about the Date Navigator in Outlook's calendar. So you know how you can view your calendar in different ways, like week view, month view, and all that jazz? Well, with the Date Navigator, you can take it to a whole new level. Check it out right now. I'm in the month view, and I can see a bit of August and September. But what if I want to see more? No problemo. I just drag this bad boy, and boom, now I'm seeing 3 months at once. Oh, but wait, there's more. I can even drag it from here. And holy smokes, I can see half a year in one shot. How rad is that? Now let's say I want to narrow it down a bit. Maybe I just want to see 2 weeks like this week and the next. Watch this move. I just highlight this week. Click and drag down, and bam, I've got a 2-week view. Oh, but hold your horses. I can go wild and highlight 3 weeks too. The choice is mine, and it's all just a mouse drag away. Now here's where it gets super handy. Imagine someone wants to set up a meeting with me on different days. Instead of clicking into each day separately, I can see them all at once. I'm on the 9th, and with a magic control key press, I click on the 18th and the 27th, and presto! All 3 days are lined up side by side. Now I can easily see if 4 p.m. works for me on any of those days. Talk about time saving. So there you have it. The Date Navigator in Outlook's calendar is a game changer. It lets you view your calendar the way you want, and it's as easy as a flick of the wrist. Try it out and rock that calendar like a pro. Turn email thread into a meeting. In Outlook, you've got this fantastic feature where you can turn an email thread into a meeting with just a few clicks. It's a real time saver. Imagine you receive an email from someone and you think, hey, this topic needs more than just back and forth emails. We should have a meeting about it. No worries. Outlook has your back. You simply select that email, and up on the Home tab in the Respond category, you'll see the magic option to reply with a meeting. And hey, if you're a keyboard ninja, just hit the shortcut key combo Control plus Alt plus R. A new email pops up, and here's the cool part. It keeps all the contacts from the original email thread intact. So Alex is automatically added as a required attendee, and if anyone else was in the CC line, they'll be included as optional attendees. But wait, there's more. This magic meeting email is automatically set up as a Teams meeting. No fuss, no extra steps, it's just done. And the cherry on top, all the content from the original email is preserved in the meeting invite. Easy peasy. So there you have it. With Outlook's reply with a meeting feature, you can quickly turn email discussions into productive meetings without breaking a sweat. Give it a try and make your communication super efficient. Quickly recreate meetings. You can easily recreate a meeting on your calendar. Tomorrow we have a session scheduled for productivity boost strategies coming up, but we've only allocated an hour for it. Now let's be real. An hour might not be enough to cover all the fantastic tips and ideas we want to share. So, to ensure we have ample time for fruitful discussions, I'm thinking of setting up a follow-up meeting. Now, the good news is you don't have to start from scratch with a new meeting invite. Here's the trick. Just click on the existing Productivity Boost Strategies meeting, hold down the Control key, and drag it to a new slot on your calendar. Voila! A fresh meeting is born. Now keep in mind that this new meeting isn't formalized yet. You'll need to click on it and hit the send button to notify all the participants. Once that's done, we're all set for an extended session of productivity greatness. Easy peasy, right? Let's get those productivity ideas flowing. Color coding calendar events. Here's a cool tip for your Outlook calendar color coding. It's not only handy for emails, but super useful for your calendar too. And guess what? There are 2 ways to make your events pop with color. First up, we've got manual color coding using categories. Easy peasy. Just right-click on a meeting and hit categorize. You can choose from existing categories or create your own. Let's say you've got a special category for formal meetings. Let's call it formal and make it stand out with an eye-catching orange. You can even assign a shortcut key for quick access. Sweet, right? Now, whenever you apply this formal category, the meeting will be in striking orange on your calendar. Perfect for a quick glance to see if you need to dress up the next day. But wait, there's more. Get ready for conditional formatting, the real boss level color coding. Let's say you want to highlight all meetings with your boss. An essential move. Here's how you do it. Click on View in the menu and select View Settings. Next, choose conditional formatting and add a new rule. Give it a snazzy name like Boss Meetings. Pick a color, say fierce red, and then it's condition time. We want all meetings from your boss to rock that red shade, right? Add your boss's name to the organizer field and click OK twice. Boom. Now, all meetings from your boss are striking red and you'll be on high alert to be extra prepared. Oh, and here's the best part. There are so many possibilities with conditional formatting. You can create rules for meetings in specific locations, certain names, and much more. So go ahead and unleash your creativity and you'll be the master of your color-coded calendar. Give it a shot and you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. Scheduling assistant. All right, let me break it down for you on how to schedule a meeting like a pro, especially when you have a bunch of people in your organization involved. Trust me, you don't want to leave it to chance and end up with conflicting schedules. First things first, create a new meeting and add all the attendees you need. You can mark them as required or optional, totally up to you. Now here comes the real magic. Click on the scheduling assistant up top and prepare to be wowed. You'll see this nifty view where you can check the availability of all the participants. The proposed meeting time is displayed as a rectangle that overlaps everyone's schedules, so you can easily spot the clashes. For instance, if Alex is unavailable at the suggested time, no worries. Just click on the timeline and pick a slot that works for everyone. Problem solved. Or if you're feeling extra laid back, let Outlook handle the detective work for you with AutoPick. This feature will find the next available time that suits everyone, making your life a whole lot easier. Share your calendar. Now suppose you're meeting someone from outside your organization. No problemo, just share your calendar with them, and they can do the heavy lifting themselves. Simply create a new email, click on Insert, and select Calendar. Then choose the date range for your meeting. You can go with presets or specify custom dates. Oh, and here's a handy trick. You can even decide how much detail you want to share. Want to keep it professional and exclude weekends or late hours? No sweat, just select showtime within working hours and voila. Once you're all set, hit OK, and your calendar will be neatly inserted into the email. Now, just send it off to the other person and they'll have a clear overview of your schedule. They can effortlessly pick a date that suits them best. No more back and forth emails. Hooray! So there you have it. With the power of the scheduling assistant and smart calendar sharing, scheduling meetings like a pro is a breeze. Give it a try and you'll never go back to the old hassle-filled way again. Work in multiple time zones. Imagine you're in my shoes, juggling work with awesome colleagues spread across various time zones. It can be a real headache to figure out the perfect meeting time that doesn't leave anyone yawning or dozing off. Trust me, setting up a meeting that's not too early or too late can be a real challenge. Sure, you could always turn to Google to calculate the time differences every time you want to schedule a meetup, but why go through that hassle? There's a way easier option. Right-click here on this timeline and select Change Time Zone. Just take a little scroll down and voila, you'll spot the magical time zone section. Here's what you do. Set the first time zone to your own, and don't forget to label it. Easy peasy. But wait, there's more. If you're dealing with another time zone regularly, just click that checkbox and add a label to it too. Set the right time zone with the drop-down. Now, here's where the magic happens. Next time you're all set to schedule a meeting, you'll find those nifty time zones right there on the side of your calendar. For example, you'll instantly see that when it's 9 a.m. your time, it's a bright and early 6 a.m. for your colleague. Talk about making it a breeze to find the sweet spot for everyone. Outlook add-ins. You can supercharge your Outlook calendar with the help of some awesome add-ins. Head over to the Mail view and on the Home tab, all the way to the right, you'll spot the option to explore third-party add-ins. Click on it and a whole world of add-in possibilities will open up for Microsoft Outlook. Now, you might be wondering, are there any great ones for making scheduling a breeze? Oh, absolutely. Let me introduce you to one of my all-time favorites. Find Time. Just click on it to learn more. With Find Time, you can effortlessly schedule meetings with others, even when their calendars seem impossible to crack. Whether they have jam-packed schedules or you can't access their free busy data due to different companies, Find Time has got you covered. Simply propose a few times that work for you, and others can vote on the options. It's a fantastic way to find that perfect time that suits everyone like magic. View, Mailbox, and Calendar side by side. All right, let's dive into some nifty tips to make scheduling meetings a breeze. Do you know what's really common? People constantly toggling back and forth between their inbox, calendar, and tasks. But guess what? You can make things way more convenient by popping them out and showing them side by side. Picture this. You want your email and calendar right next to each other. Here's the trick. When you're in your email, just give that trusty calendar button in the navigation bar a right click. See that dialog box popping up? Great. Now go ahead and choose Open in New Window. Ta-da! Your calendar opens up in a second instance of Outlook. Now all you gotta do is position the windows just the way you like it. Easy peasy, right? And guess what? It works like a charm for contacts and tasks too. Oh, and one more thing. When it's time to bid farewell to Outlook for the day, resist clicking that X in the corner of the windows. Go to File and give that satisfying click on Exit. Why, you ask? Well, it's because Outlook will remember exactly how you left it. Next time you start it up, it'll be all set up just the way you like it. So, no more hassle of switching tabs all the time, just a seamless Outlook experience that keeps you in control. That's it for this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, drop them below. And share this useful video with your friends and family. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press the bell button to receive alerts for videos on Windows tips and tricks.